Now before I get into this video, I debated about posting this video online. I was afraid about all the criticism that I would get. I'm posting this video as an educational tool to try to point out all the mistakes that we made, which ended up putting our lives in danger. Hopefully this video can bring some awareness to everyone so that everyone doesn't make the same mistake we made. This hike started out as our typical normal weekend hike. Our plan was to summit Bering Mountain. We took the Barclay trailhead up the climber's route. The climber's route was up a steep grade. It was about a 1,400 feet elevation gain and about 3/4 of a mile.
Keeps you on your edge, that's for sure.
Once we got on top of the ridge, the trail was pretty flat. By then, the wind started to pick up.
Well, we're up on the ridge and it is absolutely windy.
We made it up the ridge and started our climb heading up the V-notch. Little did we know that 1 hour later that a fire ripped through there and had us fearing for our lives. At this point, we could see the smoke, but we didn't know there was a fire in the area. We figured it was just smoke blowing in from eastern Washington because of the high winds. We continue heading up for the summit. We got to the top of the V-notch and we started making our way up the summit. Once we climbed up this first part, that's when we noticed the fire, which was a couple ridges away.
Yeah, we're gonna turn around. I don't want to risk it. Look at you, I'm down. Yeah, it's gonna blow it pretty. I see the flames.
We started making our way down the V-notch, and this is where we got stuck. This is us looking down the V-notch, and as you can see, it's a lot of smoke, and that was the way we came. So we really didn't have an option to head back that way.
Oh fuck. That came fast, dude. Alright. You think so? Alright, well, we are trapped here. We've got fire on either side.
Hopefully you guys get to see this video because otherwise we didn't make it.
Yeah, but there's a fire coming from up that ridge up there, and our trail out is fired out. I mean, it was freaking burning and it's freaking hot. Had to call 911. They're gonna try to get search and rescue out here, but I don't think there's anything they can do. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hunker down here for a while, see if everything dies down, and see if we can walk out of here. Fingers crossed. Wish us luck. All right, me and Matt are here. We just got off the phone with 911 and search and rescue, and they cannot rescue us. They said it's too dangerous up here. The wind's too bad, and so we are going to attempt this and get down to the trailhead so that we can get out of here safely. So we'll keep you guys updated and let you know what's going on.
Once we thought it was safe, we decided to skirt along the right side of that wall.
Fire shifted as we were going down and then decided to come back up the ridge. So we're gonna try to get out of here before we burn to death.
I didn't get any video of this, but the fire was on the left side of this picture, and it was also on the right side. As we were walking down, that right side was starting to go up. Since we couldn't go back the way we came, we had to rely on GPS and route finding to find alternate routes down the mountain. Not knowing where the fire was or what direction it was headed, it made us think twice about the direction that we needed to go. We followed a dry creek bed down a series of waterfall. We took it down to about 4,600 feet, where we were standing on top of a 200-foot cliff, so we couldn't make it down that.
All right, we've been following a water bed with a waterfall. We just had to come down. I don't know if you can see that, but it's pretty steep. This is our only way down. Everything is completely engulfed in flames. So we're trying to get down to the lake and then hike out from the lake. I think it'll be more safe. So wish us luck.
While we were standing on top of the waterfall cliff, the sheriff called me. He said he was happy that we're still alive. He said they were sending out a helicopter and I needed to call 911 and tell them that it was phase 2 so that they can get our coordinates. I called 911 and later found out I was routed to a different county. He told me it was phase 1, they couldn't get my coordinates. At this point, my buddy Matt told me we had to move. The fire was starting to come down the dry creek bed we were following. Hung up the phone and we started to climb back up the waterfall area and try to find an alternate route down.
We got to make it down that. You know, once we make it down this, we should be okay. Fire is starting to close in on us again. You can see it's coming over the ridge. We were just up there and we're scrambling down. We need to get down there. All right, we've been hiking for I don't know, a really long time to try to beat this fire. It looks promising down there. I'll show you. There's a nice flat area with not a whole lot of trees, so we might be okay. We should see the lake because I can see the other side. So we're gonna try to get the Barclay Lake trail and then try to sprint it back or run back or some shit. I don't know. I'm freaking tired. And I know Matt's tired. We had a lot of accidents, a lot of close calls.
Haven't died yet.
No, we haven't died yet, but very, very, very close. I watched my best friend almost freaking fall off a cliff. And that was freaking scary. So, just like I'm about to fall now, but so.
Now, when we were talking about how my buddy Matt almost fell, literally, he lost his footing and he slid about 30 feet down an embankment and then almost off of about a 200-foot cliff. And lucky for him, he caught a tree. And I mean, that was probably one of the worst feelings, was watching your best friend actually almost die.
So this is the stuff we got to trample through. Try to get down to a low spot so we can escape the fire. It's pretty horrible. And I just fell. You can look at Matt. Matt's up there somewhere. Right there. But you can see the smoke. It's all around us. It's pretty horrible. It'd be nice to get some clean air. Alright. Which way? Okay. We're almost down there. Now I'm hoping we can meet up with a trail. We just scrambled through all that shit. I mean, it was 4,000 feet elevation gain. Or we're at 4,000. We dropped to like 2,900. And it were some sheer cliffs. It was pretty scary. But we're probably a half mile from the Jeep. So I'm hoping the trail isn't fired in.
This was our final push. We were both tired. We continue on heading towards the trail, not knowing if the fire was in that direction.
Alrighty, we made it to the main trail. It's a lowered land trail. Should be relatively safe for us. Hopefully we get to the vehicle soon. And we need some water. We're out of water. I mean, that off-road track was freaking insane. But we're gonna get down, get some Gatorade and a soda pop, because that's what I'm craving. And I think Matt's craving it too. But
Oh yeah.
it was well deserved.
2 miles of cross country rugged terrain.
Yeah, it was like uphill crap, so well, downhill, steep, sheer cliffs. But we had determination. We wanted to stay alive and make it back home to our family. So if you guys see this video, we made it. If you don't see it, then we probably didn't make it.
As you can see, our vehicle is the only vehicle in that parking lot. In the end, we were happy to be alive. It was a traumatic experience, and I hope no one else has to go through what we went through. This is Steve. See you next time, and happy hiking.